good, everybody? It's your man, Mikey
good?
Moda, MC.
Abyss Beats checking in. What's good with y'all?
Man, I hope y'all doing good today, man. We're back with part 2 of the NEWM Whitepaper. You know what I mean? We're going to be giving it to you 3 pages at a time. Big shout out to the whole Newmiverse. Yeah, we just going to get this thing started. So, Mitch, I'm going to have you go ahead and crack this off. Go ahead and get it going, sir.
Yes, sir. All right, so the 5 ecosystem tenets of NEWM. Well, before we get started, man, let's just go ahead and break it down. I didn't know what tenets meant when I seen that word, so
I had to look it up. I ain't even going front.
All right, so what does the word tenets mean for all the good people out there?
So tenet, the word tenet, that means a principle or belief. So
okay.
Yes. So basically, to keep it simple as possible, what NEWM has done is they have broken the music industry down into 5 principles or 5 beliefs that they feel they need to change. So that's what the 5 ecosystem tenets. That's what it essentially means.
All right, here we go. Our community-focused business approach allows us to build a highly sustainable circular economy. All right, so tenet number 1, own your music. Fractionalize intellectual property or IP rights via music NFTs. Artists take control of distribution with credible and secure digital contracts.
That's big right there, man.
So let's break that down. What does that mean to you?
I mean, to me, that just means that I could sell my dedicated fans a percentage of my song, and they get to promote it as much as I would promote it because they're gonna reap the same benefits.
Right. And it's the IP. It's not just an MP3 or a WAV file. It's the actual intellectual property. So that's the difference maker right there.
Yes, sir. That's a big difference maker. And then number two is sell and trade NFTs. Build a portfolio with the new asset class. Buy, sell, trade, and auction music IP rights in the form of NFTs securely in the NEWM app. So let's break that down because that's gigantic, bro.
Yeah, man. So that's like a music marketplace, right?
Yeah.
But the NFT owners are your fans, and they're sharing percentages of your music back and forth between each other. That's crazy.
You know what I look at it as? I look at it as like a Robin Hood for music, a Robin Hood app for music. That's how I look at it as, because now you can invest in everything, low fees in one area, a one-stop shop to get everything that you're looking for, making it easy for the common man to get it. Right.
That's dope.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep it pushing. Let's
see. So go ahead and read that next one, sir.
All right, collect royalties. Okay, this is basically what we was talking about. Automated royalty collection and distribution process for music owners that cuts out the middlemen, providing fair shares to all NFT holders.
There you go. That solves one of the biggest problems in the whole industry right there alone.
So they're acting as the royalty collection company for you as well as the distributor. So you could put your music out, and then on the back end, they collect all the royalties from all the other platforms as well. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope, all in one place. And then 4, stream and earn. Hi-fi music streaming platform with in-app ticket sales and tipping functionality, generating more income and marketing possibilities. That's really powerful for artists, man, because Ryan Leslie, you know what I mean? Ryan Leslie is the godfather of this, and this now makes it, Ryan Leslie had to figure it out on his own or with his team. But this 4th tenet alone covers that.
Yeah, man. And not only that, like you know, we know what it is. Back in the day, whether you do a hole in the wall club or, you know, you do a decent sized venue, the promoter is always going to get a huge cut of the door, or, you know, whatever the negotiation is. Now having your tickets as NFTs, there's no promoter. You know what I mean? You don't have to split that money with nobody.
Yeah, the artist gets all those benefits, and the tipping functionality is dope, because you know what? For some artists, that $10 ticket, that $10 or $20 ticket, was really worth a lot more to them because of the experience that the artist that they saw gave them. You know, so being able to tip them, as a fan, being able to tip an artist the true worth that they gave you or value that they gave you, that's very powerful.
Absolutely. All right, and the last tenet: vote and be a part. DeFi and DAO creation empowers NEWM's community to own and govern the platform, giving everyone a voice in the future of the music industry.
All right. We're going to have to break that down.
We got to break down. Yeah, we got to break down what a DAO is, right?
And DeFi. And DeFi.
All right, so go ahead and break down DeFi, and I'll do the DAO.
All right, so DeFi is just decentralized financing. So all the finance stuff that we know of now is all centralized. Like, to simplify it, think Wells Fargo or JP Morgan Chase. You know, one person can affect the whole machine. When it's decentralized, it's ran. There is no one person who runs the whole machine. The team the community collectively runs the machine. So that's
so how does that work in relation to like finance? Because I mean I understand DeFi when we talk about like tokenomics, but decentralized finance meaning that, you know, like everybody's wallets are on the chain, or what exactly do they mean by DeFi?
So I'm not going to sit here and act like I know the full aspect of DeFi. I would tell people who are watching, if you want to know more about DeFi, specifically look up the word DeFi or decentralized financing. There are a lot of great resources out there for that. But for me, I would say some simple benefits would be you getting a loan easier. That's to me the biggest thing. So right now, say you may need a loan for $20,000, right?
Right.
And how would you get that loan? You know, you have to go based off of the credit system, which is shit.
Centralized.
Yeah, you know, it's centralized and it's shit. But when it's decentralized, say you could be getting $20,000 and it's from 4 different people, and those 4 different people approve of you.
Based on a whole different set of qualifications.
Yes, based on a whole different set of qualifications than your credit score, you know?
Right, got you.
And it really just puts power back into our hands, because it lets us common folk make the decisions instead of somebody up top making the decisions for all of us.
Right, and that's a great segue into the DAO, right? Yeah. So the DAO, that stands for the Decentralized Autonomous Organization.
Yes.
And essentially what they mean by that is the community, right? The community of people that either invested in the crypto project, or, you know, strongly believe in the project and has some investment into it, and in turn they are given a vote or rights to have a voice in the direction of the project. So if, you know what I'm saying, for example, if NEWM wants to change the logo, it's not that the CEO is just going to decide to change the logo one day. He's going to he's going to petition the whole community or the DAO and say, hey, this is what the project is looking to do. What do you guys think about it? And the whole community will have a say in what happens.
A majority has to rule, of course.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is true democracy, right? Which is true community and decision making, and it's all led by code and technology. It's not people making those decisions.
Yes.
I should say it's people making the decisions.
People making the decisions, yeah.
But it's all automated by technology. It's all processed by technology. So, think about it. To wrap it up, if you think about that in the context of a music ecosystem like NEWM, now you are making decisions on things like streaming rates, right? How much, how artists promote their music. If an artist petitions to the DAO and says, hey, I need a loan to create an album, right now you can say yes or no to that. And you have a say in that. So
your vote matters, your vote counts, your vote holds weight. And I'm assuming like what happens in a lot of DAOs is if you hold more of the specific coin in that DAO, then your vote has even more
weight.
Power. Yeah, more weight.
Yeah. Absolutely. As it should. And and that's not to say, we always got to be careful when we talk about money, right? Because somebody with deep pockets get a hold of that, they come in and buy the lion's share of the vote, and now it's no longer that true democratic voting process. But again, the technology is built in where it doesn't allow that type of monopoly, right?
Yes.
You won't be able to purchase so many shares that now you get full reign over all the decisions. Like, it don't work like that.
Yeah, it still won't work like that. Even though you may have more, it still will depend on the community.
Right.
Yeah. But hey, you know what? We can go on a long time about that Tenet number 5 just because of how much a DAO means and DeFi means. So something that we would want you guys to know out there to know is to specifically look up those two terms, because those two terms will teach you a lot about Web3 and the future of where a lot of things are going. So look up the term DeFi and look up the term DAO. DeFi means decentralized finance. DAO means decentralized autonomous organization. And
essentially that's the backbone of Web3 technology, right?
Yes, that's the spinal fluid of it right there, because that's what helps put it back in our hands. That eliminates one person telling us everything to do.
Yes, sir.
Which is what we need as people. Power to the people. Power to the artists.
Power to the artists. Perfect segue once again.
Perfect segue. So hashtag power to the artists. Show your love out there and use that hashtag. Our platform gives power back to the artists. The underlying tech stack allows artists to both distribute their music to major music streaming platforms, as well as fractionalize their IP rights, creating two major benefits.
That's right.
What's that first benefit?
Autonomized royalty distribution. So each music contributor, band member, or investor will receive their fair share of music streaming royalties when using the NEWM app for distribution. We will also collect royalties from other major streaming services like Apple Music, Google Music, Napster, Spotify, etc.
Man, let's talk about this for a second, bro. How powerful is this for artists?
Yo,
In your opinion?
It's like DistroKid on steroids, right? Like,
yeah.
It's wild because I remember when DistroKid came on the scene and everybody was excited because now you have the ability to release as much music as you want.
Yeah.
You don't have anybody really managing that process. But what people don't realize is if you don't have a musical education and how to monetize your money your music, excuse me, how to protect your music, how to publish your music, then you leaving. Not only are you leaving a lot of money on the table,
Yeah.
you potentially, you know, pro- not even releasing your music correctly.
And that's real. Majority, let's be, you know what I mean? Let's not even be soft about it. Let's just be all the way real. Majority of people aren't releasing their music properly. I haven't released music properly. Mitch hasn't released music properly. You know what I mean? It's something all of us are guilty of as artists. But how do you expect to get better without trying new things? You know what I mean? And that's where this heavily comes into play. NEWM is trying to be a one-stop shop for all of your royalties. You know what I mean? And that's what this is. This is just telling you part of the story. You know what I mean?
And not only that, like, because again, companies like CD Baby and DistroKid, they'll be your DSP, collector. But what this is going to really highlight, I think, is sure, you can use those services, those Web 2 platforms to distribute the music. But once you start seeing the difference between the royalty rates and the differences between your NFTs and things like that, I think personally, I would be less inclined to continue to distribute my music to Web 2 services after a while, right? Because it won't make much sense once your core audience begins to listen to your music on NEWM.
Exactly. And you want to bring them over to NEWM because it's going to be more beneficial for you. It's going to help
secure for them.
Yeah, exactly. And for them, yeah, it's going to be beneficial for your fans. It's a win-win-win. You know what I mean? Right. You take more control. You take full control over your career by using platforms like NEWM. So the second benefit, I'm gonna just hop into that before I start rambling. The investment opportunity. Blockchain technology opens opportunities for musicians to sell partial fractionalized music royalties. For example, an artist can decide to sell only 10% of their music streaming royalties to fans and investors. The fan/investor is then able to receive the streaming royalties of the song in line with their ownership percentages. That's crazy, bro.
All right, so example, right? What's one of your favorite artists right now?
Right now, I would have to say 21 Savage.
All right, perfect. All right, so let's say.
I listen to that immature stuff.
Hey, you got to turn up sometimes.
Hey, I'm still a kid inside, baby.
All right, so let's say, boom, 21's like, I'm gonna drop a single on NEWM, and I'm gonna sell 25% to my fans, to my core fans, and I'm gonna sell 1% for $100 a percent, right? Now, from what I understand, NEWM is gonna break down the fractions all the way down to 6 decimal points. So it'll literally be where a fashion where music is affordable for anybody, depending on how much that fraction costs.
Yes.
So, you take somebody like 21, he got millions of fans, that fraction of a percentage might cost some money. So let's just say hypothetically it's 1% is $100.
Yes.
If he's selling 25% and 25 people come and spend that $100, that's $2,500, right?
Boom.
Now that goes to him, but on the back end, when the music starts to stream, each of those 25 people start to get 1% of all of the streaming rights. So you keep doing that as a music investor, and before you know it, you have a portfolio
Exactly.
of music that you own fractions of, that's streaming, that's getting sync licensing deals, that's
Boom.
appearing on TV, right?
Yeah.
And you now you have a new stream of income
Yeah.
off of your favorite music.
It's a new asset class. That's why I compared it to
Mhm.
Robinhood, because it's like this creates stocks for the hood. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This creates stocks for people like us. This gives us something to believe in. You know, like we grew up not knowing about investing. You know what I mean, in the stock market. You know what I mean? Like as an adult now, as a grown man now, I wasn't really interested in that stuff till probably about when I got in my 30s.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but this is something that young kids who make music, if it's a young music maker, they are going to understand the benefit of this and want to invest in this, and say
Right.
they've been investing from when they're young, and then when they get old, they gotta freaking, they're the Warren Buffett of this shit. You feel me? They've been
Yo,
invested in all the right songs and all the right artists all these years, and like, that's just so, like, it's so beautiful to me, because it gives a lot of hope to artists across all genres, in my opinion.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. It's like, of course, if hip hop really takes off in this environment, I ain't gonna even say if,
It
when
will. When it
it
does,
does,
yeah.
you're absolutely right. It'll be a new way for these kids in the urban communities and the hoods to understand. Like, if they can understand this, because let's keep it a buck. The actual economics of it is very similar to what's on the streets.
Exactly.
When you
Yes.
breaking things down and dividing. So when they start to understand that not only can you make the music, you can sell the music, you can fractionalize the music with your fans, with your collect. Now you serving the fiends. Now you serving the
And you can
prostitutes.
promote these songs. Not only that, that makes you're now a promoter slash DJ. You know what I mean? Like,
And
it
and
gives
and
you
they
more
are too.
titles now. Yeah, A and R, everything. Because you're
Everything.
like, yo, check this song out. You go to work, you're bumping this shit in traffic. Because you're like, oh shit, I'm bumping this and I'm earning it just because I'm listening to it on this platform. That's crazy.
Right.
And once people
And
start,
the more people I share it with, the more people that hear it, listen to it,
I'm
I'm
gonna
getting
make
paid.
more money off it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, and then the artist is gonna love you. Like, yo, like, I'm a big fan of I'm a big Rock Marcy fan. You know what I mean? So if I could buy a percentage of Rock Marcy's music, and now I'm promoting it, and now he's making money off of that, Rock Marcy's gonna want to kick it with me now off of that. He
Right.
knows directly who's helping him make money.
Yeah, I mean, like, legit super fans, and they're
Yes.
you're
Yes.
not just super fans. Like, oh yeah, you come and show up at my shows. And
Yeah, and you're not just wearing a shirt with the autograph. You really about this.
right,
You really about this.
you earning me money.
Materializing into something. Yeah. You really
Yeah.
about this turning into food for both of
Yes.
us.
That's different.
That's powerful, man. Like, and that's why, that's a big reason I got so much passion for ProjectNEWM, man. And big shout out to Ryan. Big shout out to Flo, man. Like,
That whole crew.
love y'all, man. What y'all doing is really, really gonna change the world, man. And we here for you. We got your back. How you feel
Absolutely.
about that, man?
And I think to keep it real with you, I think what we're doing is the missing piece, right? Is just letting the common people know that Web3 is not this big scary monster, man.
It's not.
You can jump in and get your feet wet. It's a small learning curve with
And your
with
uncles are
huge
here for you.
benefit.
Hey, Uncle Mikey's here to help you out, baby. If I can figure this thing out, you got this, y'all.
Straight up.
Straight up.
Yeah.
I figured this out. If I am a factor in the Web3 space, this is something you easily can learn and become a factor in it as well. But don't worry about specifically becoming a factor in it. Learn about how you can use it to your advantage and stay ahead. That's what you want to learn.
And not only how you can benefit, but how it can benefit others too. Because here's the thing, like, it's really community based. You know what I mean? And it's power in numbers. And if you start to understand and you can bring your people in, and you find projects that you believe in, you can get involved and make a difference. Like, this community is really it's welcoming. It's not like
very welcoming.
It's not like what we used to out there. So yeah, man.
A lot less haters. There are a lot less haters in the crypto community. And that's real, especially in the Cardano community. There's more love there. There's more love than hate going on there. There's more people who want to help you and see you win than people who want to see you lose and hate on you.
Tear you down, and they want to build with you. Yeah.
Yep. And big shout out to the whole Cardano community, because we are a big part of that.
Hey the gang.
Yes, sir. Well, hey, you know what, y'all? We coming up on 30 minutes, so we want to wrap this up. We're going to keep bringing these to you, the NEWM Whitepaper, 3 pages at a time, and we really hope you guys are digesting this content well. If you have any advice or input or anything that you want to throw our way, please leave it in the comments. Let us know. But other than that, like and subscribe if you learned something, if you're feeling what we're talking about, and follow us on our journey. And my man Mitch, if you got anything to say, go ahead and say it, my good sir.
Yeah, man. Just want to say shout out to the whole Cardano family once again. Shout out to the Moodswingz music family, Moodswingzmusic.com. #Moodswingz Mondays on Instagram and Twitter.
Let's spell it for them, because we spell it a little bit different.
All right, MOODSWINGZ. All right, Moodswingz Mondays, and Moodswingz Music is Moodswingz MUZIK.com.
Because we different.
We all the way different, baby.
Yeah, we all the way different, man. But hey, we love y'all, man. We thank y'all for checking this out. This was page 4 through 6 of the NEWM Whitepaper. And we see y'all next time for the next 3 pages. This is Mikey Motor MC, president of Moodswingz Cryptomedia Group, signing off with my man,
The Best Beats. Yes, y'all. We'll see you on the next one.
See y'all next time. Peace.